Hello, Magic players. Welcome you to episode number 67 of the Brewers Tavern. Charles, good that you're here.
To be here, Mitja. Welcome, everyone. Today, I think we have two really interesting decks and a ton of new cards that haven't appeared in Brewers Tavern before, so should be a lot of fun. What do you have for today?
I have a deck, Day 5th Bath, I guess, designed with kobolds, Savannah Lions, so a lot of small creatures. And let's count, is it 4 color? Yes, I think 4 colors, actually, and 1 key card, which did not appear yet on the Brewers Tavern, but we will talk about that a little bit more in the deck tech. Charles, what did you bring for us today?
Okay, so today I'm going to be playing, I think the deck would be called Fogatrice. It will be Thicket Basilisk and Basalt. What's the other creature? I forgot. Basalt, Basilisk, and Cockatrice. And we're going to have fogs and darknesses, and it's going to be hard to beat me with creatures, I think. But a lot of new cards. I'm super excited to see how it goes. And I'd say let's take a look at your list first, and then we'll do mine.
Exactly. Let's move on to the deck pictures, and here we are. This is my Kobold list, or it's kind of a Kobold list. You play all the 0 mana creatures, which should be 12, plus the Kobold Taskmaster, which buffs the team. You also run Ornithopters. This is a creature which did never appear on stream yet. It's a 0 mana artifact, 0/2 flying. Normally it's unplayable in Old School, but with Army of Allah it gets a 2/2 flyer, which brings us to the second new card, Army of Allah. It's an instant, colorless, and double white. And all attacking creatures gain +2/+0. So it's an all-in straightforward card. To finish the list up, it plays 4 lightning bolts, 1 fireball, and all the draw 7s you can get, because the draw 7s refill your hand even when your opponent balanced you. I made a small change to the original list in the sideboard. I cut it 2 blacksmiths because Dave was running 4 blacksmiths, and I thought it is better to go with 2 blacksmith and 2 shatter to shatter either a book when my opponent is in the control mode, or to shatter Navinral's disc if that happens. Or a trike, for example, because trikes are also super bad when they start shooting. I rather want him to shoot at me instead of shooting a Savannah Lion or something like that. Yeah, I think this list is, or for this list, it is super important to find the draw 7s early. So you dump your hand and then draw 7 again. So this is probably my game plan for today. Finding the draw 7s, casting the draw 7s, draw 7 cards, win the game. Easy. Yeah, the rest of the sideboard has Copper Tablet, 4 Black Vices, and 2 Atogs. The Atog works pretty well also with the 0 mana cost Ornithopter. It is kind of strange that he has the Soul Ring in the sideboard, but I think it is a super good choice to play it like that, because before boarding there's no need or no use for the Soul Ring at all. Yeah, so far so good. This is my list, which I
One thing I'll say about your list, Mitja, and Dave for Bard's design, it's only 19 mana sources, if I count right. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, and then 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 19. And you can go really light because you have a lot of creatures that are 0. So it's you could be a little bit not having to play so many mana sources and get away with it. You can put a little bit more gas in, and super excited to see how it works. But really different and really nice.
Yeah, I mean the mana curve ends at 3, so you don't really need more than that when it comes to mana sources, I guess. I don't know if the fireball is good enough when you only have such a low land base or a low land count. But we will see.
Yeah, I say let's take a look at my list.
Exactly. We move on to your list. Charles, tell us a little bit about your list. Here we are.
Okay, so I'm super excited to play this. It's very different. This is the Fogatrice deck. There's 7 new cards that haven't appeared, and I'll just quickly name them, then we'll go through them. Cockatrice, that's the creature on the top left, and below it is Thicket Basilisk, both from the Alpha set. We have Fog, which is also from the Alpha set for 1 green mana, and then we have Darkness from Legends, that's the Black Fog, and then we have Holy Day from Legends, that's the White Fog. And then we have 2 other cards from the Alpha set which you never see play. That's Lore and Blaze of Glory. So the general idea of this deck is you want to play the Thicket Basilisk, which is a 2/4, and the Cockatrice, which is 2/4 flying. And those creatures have Death Touch. So if anything blocks them or is blocking them, creatures do deal their damage to these creatures. They'll die. They will be destroyed. So the idea is I want to buy time with fogs, darknesses, and holy days against creatures. I do have a few disenchants in case I see abyss or an enchantment I need to remove. And I'd ideally like to play a lore. Now, what lore is, it's an enchant creature, and what it does is all creatures able to block the target creature must do so. So, in other words, if I play a lore on a Thicket Basilisk, which is the better choice, since both flying and non-flying creatures can block it, I play it, and you have, let's say, you have 6 creatures. All 6 of your creatures will have to block the Thicket Basilisk, and anything that touches it will be destroyed. So after dealing its damage. So that's one way to try to wipe the board. The other thing is Blaze of Glory. So ideally on that end, say that you're attacking with all these creatures, and I have 1 Cockatrice, which Cockatrice now it's more ideally to cast Blaze of Glory on a flying creature, where Lord's more ideal on a non-flying creature. Because if I play Blaze of Glory, which is an instant for 1 white, on a Cockatrice will can and must block all attacking creatures it legally can block. It should legally be able to block everything. So you're allowed to block more than 1 creature for that 1 turn. So you could be attacking with 20 creatures. I get to block all of them, and it has Death Touch. I can wipe the board that way. So it's a super interesting list. It'd be really interesting to see how it does against what you're trying to do. Fogs, holy. I mean, I'll say one thing about the sideboard is, as the viewers know, I do really like transformation. I don't think you have a choice here, because the question might be, well, this looks great, this list, if you're playing against a deck that's playing creatures, but what happens when you're playing against Millstone Field of Dreams or some list that doesn't play creatures? You're going to have so many dead cards, and the answer is yes. That's why post-board, I think the only solution to this is you have to remove all of these pieces, and you have to aggressive creatures yourself. If you're playing against a creatureless deck, you have to use your sideboard for something. And there's so many cards that are anti-creature in the main. I think that this is a list where you really don't have a choice. So my style or not, I think that this is what you should do. But that's the list. I do not think, as usual, when I typically have these type of transformational boards, I typically don't run them. I don't board because I just think it's more interesting to see the novelty of the main deck than if I win a game with Sarah or Ernie or Dib or Suchi. It's not very interesting. We know how that works, so probably I won't board, but I'll in the deck tech just say what I would have taken out. And with that, I'd say let's go to the Brewers Tavern and let's play some Magic.
Exactly. So here we are. Hey. You're even as always. 2. You start.
All right. For the Fogatrice deck, lose now. I'm starting. Right, 1, 2, or 3.
Number 3.
And number 2 for you. This will be a mulligan. Uncastable.
Thinking. It's not easy. The problem is this deck plays such few mana sources that I really need to think if I can keep that or not.
Do you? I had no choice. I don't have a green source. I have one Tundra. Wasn't much to think about.
Try.
All right, 1, 2, or 3.
Number 1.
You're probably okay. I'm a very non-aggressive deck, so I think you have time for sure.
Yeah, but the problem is I lose the land, the late game, you know.
All right, we'll try it.
Okay. Or you start.
Yep.
Yep.
Sure, it's your turn.
Bolt the bird and pass the turn. Oh, sorry, I'm at 19.
Sure. Careful, I can see that card when you drew it.
And attack for 2.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Time walk.
Yeah. Yep.
Shooter.
Ancestral.
Pleasant. We will say pass turn.
Attack for 4.
Fog.
Pass the turn.
Regrowth.
Yep.
Ancestral. I'll do it. Obviously, like this.
Yep.
We'll cast it. 1, 2, 3. Play a land for turn.
Yep. Yep.
Turn.
Swing.
Yep. Blocks.
Twister.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so wait. Let's do the swings first. So that's for 4.
Yep.
14. Okay.
Okay. And pass the turn. triple bird. Okay.
Sure.
Taskmaster. Swing.
Darkness.
Okay, your turn. Mm-hmm. It's a 2/4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
2/4 flying.
Okay.
That touch. Your turn. Actually, I'm gonna cast it like this.
Attack.
Darkness. Wait a second. Darkness does. Let me just read this. I think I can still block, or maybe not. It's before damage is dealt. Creatures attack and block as normal, but none deal damage. Okay. I'm going to do something first. I'm going to block. You're not attacking with the Taskmaster. I will. So you have. What are all those creatures? Just one, 1/2s, and then
one and 2 1s.
Would block one of your red creatures.
Okay, but
And then after.
But don't you take damage then?
No.
Why?
Your block is.
The thing is, doesn't it say blockers doesn't
Creatures?
deal damage?
Yeah, but this is if you block. Any non-wall creature blocking Fogatrice is destroyed, as in any creature blocked. This doesn't care about damage.
Are you sure? Just asking if there's a errata also.
Let's take a look.
You know better normally. Yeah,
Look.
that's fine. That works. Yeah, blocked. It is exactly how you said.
Ready?
Yeah.
Right. So it doesn't care about the damage.
Yeah, exactly.
So to take a chance that you do not have lightning bolt, I will block a red creature, and then after blocking is declared, I'm going to cast darkness.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't. No damage is dealt. Yeah. So then I'm going to. It doesn't matter if you have a lightning bolt. I'm going to block a line instead. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm not used to this deck. The bolt doesn't matter. So I'm going to do that. And then there's no the jet.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 cards. Your turn.
Anything else?
No. Your
All right. That's the right way to play it. Okay. I will have 2 cards. Your turn. I will block your red creatures, and then I'm going to cast Fog.
Okay. Pass the turn.
One card. Your turn.
Swing.
I'll block a red creature.
Okay. You take 3.
At 11.
White Knight. Pass the turn.
What I want is more land. Your turn.
Attack. Oh no, wait, attack.
Block a red creature.
Bolt.
Okay.
You take 2, and I pass the turn.
Your turn. Darkness.
Okay. Go.
Turn. Okay.
Pass the turn.
This is what I wanted to see now. For you too, though. Twister.
Yep.
the lore in my hand. That wasn't gonna save me.
Come on, I just need 3 lightning bolts. That's all I need. 3 out of 4.
Well, I think I'm gonna get not that many mana sources because I have them all on the table.
I can say the same. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, well, you only have like 11 left.
Yeah.
So I will drew a lot of mana.
Okay.
We'll play a land for turn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I need to cast these 2. That, and I'm gonna say pass turn.
End of turn, I bolt you.
Right, I'm at 6.
Ancestral. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Try to attack you. No task.
I will block a white knight, and I'll block a white knight.
I will cast Army of Allah.
Sure. I will respond. Cast darkness.
What does darkness exactly say?
I'll look it up at the gallery then. But it's a fog. Same thing.
It's just a fog. Fog also. Look, the question is, I have a fireball. I just want to fireball you to death. Does it save you only from combat damage or also from...
Oh no, it's only combat damage.
Okay, then I try to cast fireball for lethal.
Yeah, that's good. All right, next game. Definitely play at least one more. That was really interesting.
It was, and it felt way better than the time we tried Cockatrice deck before. For the viewers, sometimes we have episodes which we can't use because, as you know, we're not planning the decks days before. We are just showing each other the lists. Like, what was it today? An hour before we started?
Yeah, right before, and we're not going to put an episode that's just not entertaining and just so one-sided that there's nothing to see. It's just a waste of time.
When we build a deck and we really want to show a card like Inferno or Juxtapose, and when we're not finding the cards, it is just we can't name a deck whatsoever Inferno Big Red, and then there is no Inferno to show, or Juxtapose Mono Blue.
I mean, you could play a Diamond Valley deck, have 4 Diamond Valleys, not draw a single copy. I mean, that's for an episode that could happen. That's not really a good episode, especially because we're playing a deck once and then we are not showing it again. So we want to show what a typical game, at least one of the games, the deck can do. Very nice game. That was a lot of fun.
God, these fogs are so annoying. I swear to God, it's like the stasis matchup.
I mean, you can't complain about. I mean, like, and I can't complain. It's like, I mean, you have Ornithopters and Cobalts, and I have Fogs and Darknesses and Thicket. When have you, old school, had somebody play Thicket Basilisk or a Cockatrice against you?
That's never. But fun fact, when you tapped 2 mana, I thought you tried to play Balance. A Balance would have wrecked me completely.
This deck doesn't play Balance because I don't want to get rid of my creatures. Pile 2.
Pile number 3. It will not get any better. I keep.
Yeah, this will have to be another one. No green mana.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
2, 3.
Number 1.
All right. Bad. Have to go to 5 with this deck not looking so good.
But you're one of that guys. Whenever you mulligan to 4 or 5, your chance of hitting Twister gets insane high.
I don't know. I also don't play all the mocks in, so I think I'm one short of that. So it's not the deck to do it, and no balance. 1, 2, 3.
Number 3.
We'll keep and put 2 on the bottom.
Cool.
I'll start. Start.
Plateau, 3 guys, pass the turn.
Just the 0 guys, right?
Yeah. No damage here.
Okay.
Oh,
look at this
gets furious. I see that.
Oh, look at this aggressive deck. Your turn.
Swing.
Okay.
Damage.
Okay.
0 damage. Double bolt the Cockatrice. Pass the turn.
Your turn. First.
Tundra. Lion. Pass the turn. Damage is on. Okay.
Turn.
Attack. Go.
Sword your line.
Okay. Back to 20.
Sure.
Oh, I love you, bro.
I have no cards, so I can't do that.
Refreshing is the best. The best. Oh. This Twister feels so good.
I'm hoping to get some of my creatures and destroy all your creatures. We're not gonna do anything cool in the episode top decking, so let's see what happens. Best chance for something fun.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Tasks we need to fulfill. Attack for 2.
Okay, 16.
Pass the turn.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, here we go. Cockatrice. Attack.
So they're all 1/1s?
Yes, sir.
Sword your Taskmaster.
Yep, works.
You gain 1, go to 19, and now they're just 0 zeros,
no,
right?
No, I go to 21.
21. The line. Are they 0/0s now?
Yeah, 0/1.
0/1. Okay, I block one of them.
Then I cast Army of Allah.
Okay, then I'll cast Darkness.
Okay. Then I lose one guy. I play another lion and pass the turn. One card in hand.
Play land for turn. Fine.
19. The basilisk
Well,
is 2/5, right? Sorry.
the 2/4.
2/4. Okay.
And walk.
Yes. Fifteen.
Yes, sir.
Swing for 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Your turn. Mm-hmm. 11.
Your turn.
Attack.
We'll block one line.
I bolt the
And
Fogatrice.
Darkness.
Yep. White Knight, pass the turn. Go to 5.
Yes, sir.
Swing for 4.
For my 12.
Cast Demonic. Cool. Cast Wheel.
You attack yet?
Sorry, I need to shuffle for the Demonic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the kobolds. White Knight, go to 4 and pass the turn.
Wait a second. This is tapped. Oh, this is step 2. End step.
Keep up your hand.
Oh, ancestral turn step.
Yeah.
Tap. Draw card.
Block the Cockatrice, go to 2.
I am going to recall for the time walk.
Yeah, then it's
That's game. Tons of cards. Some sideboard games.
Yes.
I'm not going to sideboard just because I don't want to show Sarah's and Suchi's and Serendip's. But go for it. I don't know what you do exactly. Those are two really fun games. Really, really, really fun. Careful, I can see what you're sideboarding.
Yeah, but that's okay. Maybe this is the wrong choice, but I will try.
I still want to get a Lure or Blaze of Glory. That would be awesome.
Blaze of Glory would be great. Number 1.
Yeah, and that's just situational. It just has to come up. And you'll start.
Mm-hmm.
L2.
I keep.
Keep.
So let's see. Go.
17. Disavow.
Yeah.
Your turn. 6 cards.
Demonic. Oh, wait. Not that card. Go for that card. Lion 19 pass the turn.
I go to 15. Celestial.
Yep.
Turn.
Go.
Okay. I take 3. Go to 12.
Yep.
6 cards. Your turn.
Bolt you. Twister.
I mean, you drew every restricted card, so this is nothing I can do with cockatrices and stuff.
That's true.
I mean, like, I don't know what I mean, yeah, that's Ancestral Tutor and now Twister. It's like, yeah, it'll just be your game. Oh yeah, and then that's over. Nothing to do. All right, let's play two more, and then we'll go to the deck tech.
Yeah.
That was really
fine.
quick.
Yeah, that maybe we can play 3 more because the games are really, really fast.
Okay, yeah, if they're fast, let's do it.
Or
Yeah, if you have a broken start, this deck is not catching up or anything. No
yeah,
way.
the thing is, I was searching for the third land because I was, as you saw, I bricked on the lands. If you manage to destroy one of the Moxen, I'm dead on the spot.
I don't have any. I don't have any artifact removal.
I was super lucky. I started with Mox Sapphire, Mox Jet, Ancestral and Demonic in hand, and I thought, okay, cast.
I guess I have 3 disenchant, so
Yeah.
possible. 1, 2, or 3.
Number 1.
Okay, number 1, 2.
I'm planning to attend LobsterCon next year in May.
That's gonna be fun.
So
Definitely see you there.
we meet the first time in person.
Yep.
I guess no one knows that we never met before in person.
We're gonna meet a lot of friends that I play with in Europe at NewCon next year. So, assuming everything's okay with Corona to travel, I'm gonna try it.
Me too. Yep.
Okay, your turn.
Taskmaster. Pass the turn.
I'm glad the bird survived.
Target. Oh, you're drawing already.
Oh shit! I didn't know. Can you? I could have let you draw.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Knew that. Your turn.
Thinking Taskmaster, attack for 2. I think it's a kobold. Okay, it says summon Taskmaster, but I think it is a kobold. Let me double check.
So that's it. What? That creature's a what? A 2/2?
Kobold. Yeah, it's a 2/2.
Okay.
Your turn.
Land for turn. Your turn.
Go.
You have 1 Taskmaster, right, or 2?
2. 1, 2.
And they're the ones that pump each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, swords 1.
Okay, so it's a 1/2.
Let's get rid of that. And you gain 2 life. So you're at 22.
Yeah.
I will say pass turn.
Try to double bolt the Cockatrice.
The first one resolves. The second one I'm going to void fate on the second.
Attack.
1 with both.
Yep.
I will block your Taskmaster.
Okay.
And then I will.
Yeah, your turn. Shit.
What are those two creatures?
1/2 and 2/2.
What creatures are in the yard?
Sorry.
What creatures in the yard? It's in your graveyard.
Kobold Taskmaster.
Okay.
You want it?
I'm just gonna. Nope. No.
Come and get it. My turn?
Yep.
Copper tablet. Pass the turn.
17. Swing.
19.
18. Okay. It's your turn.
Attack.
Block a white knight, and I take 1. Go to 16.
Okay, I play Black Lotus and pass the turn.
18.
Oh, sorry, I'm at 18. Wait, I need to remind myself a copper tablet also deals damage to me. Yeah. Okay, I will take 3 damage, so no damage from the copper tablet and upkeep, if that is okay.
Okay.
My turn?
Pass turn.
Another white knight. Pass the turn.
You tell me the cards you have in hand.
I have 2 cards in hand.
Take 1. Cards. Okay, this is actually going to be really, really cool. We cast a lore. First time for sure.
Okay.
Brewers Tavern history. And I will, I'm going to swing. And, yep, we'll swing.
So I need to block him, right?
Everything has to block him.
And whenever it gets blocked, not dealt damage, right?
No, it does deal its damage to the basilisk.
Okay, so I block with everything.
And I will, after blocking is declared, I'm going to cast Fog.
Okay, so...
And, cards, oh, I will actually, I'll animate your white knight.
Okay. Does that work because he has protection from plague?
Oh, that's a really good question.
I don't think that it works because you can't also not get back Spirit of Night from Mirage.
Okay, you know? that's a good point. So what are the creatures you have in your graveyard?
Radiant Blacksmith.
Well, I can't take back a Taskmaster, so yeah, I think that. No, you know what? I'm not going to. How many? You have no cards? No cards, right?
1 card. No, 2 cards. 2 cards.
I'll. I'm not going to do anything. Your turn.
Oh, sorry. I go to 14 and pass the turn.
It's pretty. The lure actually worked. Bird. Swing for 4.
Go to 10.
Oh, I like your copper tablet. Your turn.
Go to 8.
So you're at 9.
9. Sorry. Yeah. Go.
12. 1 card.
2 cards.
Cards. Fine.
Take 4. Yeah, take 4.
Pass turn.
Go to 4. Attack. No, wait a second. I'm sorry. I need to think.
Back to 12.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. Roll 11.
I block the thicket basilisk. Do I need to block the thicket basilisk all the time? Because then I'm at 6 and go to 2 now. Because, you know,
Anything that's able to block it must block it.
Okay, so I go to 2 anyways, because I'm not able to attack with the line. You know what I mean? I blocked
Yeah,
it
no,
last
you have.
turn.
But no, you could have. Yeah, yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I don't. I made a mistake too. Your turn.
Lightning bolt you end of turn.
8.
Go to 1. Draw a card. Okay. Thinking. You're at 8, right? Crack it for black. 1 black mana float. With the 1 black, cast black vice. And Twister.
I will respond.
Yeah, sure.
We'll disenchant the black vice.
Yep.
And yep, we twist. Have 1 floating.
Yep.
You play a land or no?
I don't think so. Because I drew demonic from the top. Wow. I think I won. At least I try. Another tablet. 1 floating. 1 red. And bolt you. Go. You still have 1 colorless floating.
Okay, so 1 colorless floating. So that's right, because you're still in your first main.
Exactly.
So okay, so you cast the bolt.
Actually, I casted Lotus. You can respond to whatever. I need probably.
Oh, I'm not responding to the vices resolve. The Lotus resolves. The lightning bolt. I will. That resolves. You're going to go to your attack step, and then your second main, and then your end step.
Exactly.
So at the end of your first main, I have 1 colorless floating. A white, I will disenchant a black vice.
Yes.
I will cast darkness.
Okay. Yeah.
I have cards. I take 3 damage.
Yeah.
The lightning bolt. Okay.
Tavern.
All right. So I'm taking 2 copper tablet damage.
Yeah.
Sure. Go to 3, and I take 1 vice damage. I go to 2.
No. Okay. It's
Draw
yours.
card. And very close game.
It's yours.
Very
Yeah.
close.
You got it.
Very close.
I think we go to
Very,
the
very
sideboard
close.
tech.
How much time is
I think we're
so far
close
in
to
the
an hour as usual.
Okay, let's go to the cyber tech. I think that's perfect. It was a very interesting game.
It was. It was.
I never got Blaze of Glory to work, but I did get the lure to work, and that's pretty fun.
Lure was great.
That was really funny. That was really funny.
Give me a second.
For sure, you could only find this type of stuff the Brewers Tavern.
It's so weird. I was looking for the 12th card, which I bored in, and it turned out it was the Soul Ring, and I was like, can't find the card.
Yeah, you're not going to find that. I mean, you don't just at first glance like the Soul Ring is like the sideboard card. I have to just see what I would have taken out. Darkness in here.
The 7 were pretty strong, I drew.
A3. Probably I would just do this. Why don't you start?
I can start if you want to.
Yeah, please do.
Actually, I boarded out the kobolds and the all the 0 mana creatures, and boarded in 1 Radiant Blacksmith, 2 Atox, 1 Soul Ring, and the 4 artifact damages, which I wanted because I thought he's the slower deck, and I probably can get him with the Vices and the draw 7s, which worked 1 game. I didn't bring in the shatters because I've seen 0 artifacts. I brought in 1 Radiant Blacksmith because after I took out all these, I thought it is important to bring in 1 creature which can hit at least 4 damage instead of laying there with 0 ones. Because the kobolds are to be honest, they are bad without the Taskmaster. That, long story short, they're just bad without the Taskmaster. That's why I thought, okay, when I take out all the creatures, I want at least like 3 more, and the direct damage need to do it. To be fair, the Atox are not that good because of the fogs, but they're 1/2, so they can at least attack instead of the kobolds, which are just sitting there and maybe need to block a lured Thicket Basilisk or a lured Cockatrice. So yeah, this is basically it. I first did not have the blacksmith in and wanted to keep one of the kobolds in, but then later, while I was shuffling, I decided to bring in the Radiant Blacksmith and took it in because I thought it is better to have constant damage instead of maybe damage with the kobolds. And it makes 0 sense to keep 1 in the deck, and yeah.
15.
But this is basically my sideboard plan. Yeah, as I said, the artifacts are super good, but when I bring them in, I also need the soul ring to cast them, that I can cast them. Yeah, this is it. Charles, your turn.
Okay, yeah. So what I think I would have done before I saw that you brought in copper tablets, and I didn't see a black vice pre-board. I think I would have probably brought in, taken out these 14 cards, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, these 12, and do I have 12 here? Yep, 8, 9, 10, 11, no, 13. So I would have brought out this 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I think what would I have done?
Yeah.
I think I would have done this. I think I would have done this. 13 for these 13. I didn't see really artifacts that were dealing me problems. If we got to a game 3 and that we were playing a match, I would have been taking in extra artifact removal because you brought in a lot. But for the main, I didn't really see anything. So the cards that are completely not good, for which I want to transform, sure, the Blaze of Glory lore, the Darkness, the Holy Days, the Fogs. The Cockatrice are better than Thicket Baskets. At least they fly, so they're not horrible. I mean, they're 5 mana for a 2/4 flyer. They have death touch, so at least it flies. So I would take out one of the Basilisks. I'd leave the other 3 in because I don't think, and I would just bring in all the creatures. So I'd bring in 13 creatures. If I saw that you had, which I think deck, so I'd have these 13 creatures plus plus the 4 Cockatrice and a few extra Thicket Basilisks. So a very creature-heavy deck. If I saw that you were bringing artifacts, I would have, for the next game, taken more Basilisks out, and I would have put these in. So this is what I would have done if we got to a game 3. Because I would want artifact removal to deal with what you were doing with your black vices and your copper tablets. So I think this is what I would do. I would also, if you were playing a creatureless deck, for sure I would be. If you're playing creatures, you're probably artifact heavy anyway. For sure, I would take something like this out.
I appreciate that you didn't bring in the Urnum sushis and Serendips because, to be honest, I think I will not win one game against.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's probably true, but like we've seen, and nobody needs to go to Brewers Tavern to see that these are some of the most mana efficient creatures in the game, that they can win games. And I mean, if we play every episode showing how good Serendipity is, I don't think that that's very interesting. What I did think was very fun was playing lore on a Thicket Basilisk and wiping your board. The other thing, which I didn't get to do, but you never can do everything, I would have loved to, with a Cockatrice, would have loved to have got the Cockatrice out, had you attack with all of your creatures, cast Army of Allah, and I would have responded by casting Blaze of Glory on the Cockatrice. Can block both flying and non-flying creatures, and I get to block all of your creatures, and they all have death touch. So sure, the Cockatrice would die, but Cockatrice would take out all of your creatures.
Yep.
So I got to do one of the two cool moves. Didn't get the other one in, but still, it's these decks were very different, very unusual. I think I had 7 new cards. You had 2 new cards. So the old school card pool isn't that large, and in one episode we had, between the two of us, 9 new cards, and a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, everyone, for making it to the end of episode 67. Mitja, thank you so much, and we will have 2 interesting brews, we promise. Episode 68 of the Brewers Tavern soon. So until then, bye for now, everyone.
Thank you, bye-bye, and don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Stay all safe and healthy. See you next time. Bye.